It's time to blow this scene. Get everybody in the stuff together. Okay, 3, 2, 1, let's jam.
And boom. What's up, what's up, what's up? Welcome back, goddammit, to another edition of Tell Me a Joke, the guy line of Chasing a Dream. I'm your host, Maniacal, Menace. Say the whole thing like a pimp named Slickback. What's happening? We back. Thank y'all for being diligent. Thank y'all for being here. Thank y'all for being and sticking around. Thank y'all for being you and sticking. Y'all, hey, appreciate it. Like, share, subscribe. All that. We back once again. We back once again to talk about the tough things in life that don't really get us anywhere. I don't know. We can go ahead and discuss all we want, but how far will it really get us? Do we really get far? I feel it if this mic is way too close to my mouth, but I can adjust. I've been watching Tires lately, and Shane Gillis is a lefty, and it's so crazy just because it's such a good show. It's such a good show, and man, that cancel culture is really going to throw him under the bus and be like, fuck it, you can't do nothing. But people love the show. It's doing well on Netflix. He's a good guy. He's a genuine person. A very genuine person. He looks like he would make a great Muppet. Like it would be easy to make him a Muppet. Like I love everybody's turning shit into Muppets nowadays. AI is it's fun, but be careful. Be careful with this AI, boy, because the machines wants to take over, man. Once Skynet get here, what we gonna do there? What we gonna do? Terminator? We got a whole bunch of fucking Arnold Schwarzeneggers running around. Hello, but good. It'll be happy time murders, like Muppets and people coinciding, living together. My favorite. Do you have a favorite Muppet? I remember my favorite Muppet, and I don't really see this Muppet no more. And it would be, but I don't. I might start seeing him again because I got a child now. But the Muppets made it to HBO and shit just because they were trying to take it out of public access. So HBO's like, boom, give me that Sesame Street. Got it. Favorite Muppet. My favorite Muppet. Motherfucking Guy Smiley. Y'all remember Guy Smiley? Guy Smiley. Thank you. Yay. Fucking Guy Smiley. Guy Smiley with the chin from Cincinnati. Just a big old chin, man. I wanted to make my own Muppets and actually make my own Muppets out of felt and everything. Just start Muppet being a puppeteer or whatnot. And I was going to take a lot. I had many ideas to go with this Muppet. I didn't have a name for it, but it was going to be a dope Muppet that I was going to use to have expand my personality, be another person, be another persona instead of having me being dressing up in makeup and such. That's not me. I don't want to, but I do clown makeup from time to time, and sometimes people think I look like a juggalo. I'm not juggaloing, juggaleting. None of that, but I do like a good black and white clown makeup, like a mime. I don't know why people don't go that route first. They're like, oh, he's a juggalo. What about a mime? What about interpretive dance? What about that? No, there's many things I had to think about as I sit in my child's room. It's so colorful back there behind me. I like a good color pop in the back. I'm working on trying to get the camera situation to where it's cinematic and movie looking, and it looks nice to my liking. Other people might be like, oh, I don't like this, but I'm trying. I'm not a photographer. You're not gonna see me. I'm not a director. No Steven Spielberg over here. No, I can't Scorsese that shit. The lighting is the lighting. I got lights, but it's fucking 10:30. It's 11 o'clock, and I'm just trying to get it in. Stay consistent. Got to stay consistent. Consistency is key. I've been working my mental lately, cause it'll take you down. I really want to take you down, fucking Chris Brown. So I really what's been helping me lately with this whole like confusion, just brain fog, just I don't know what to do with life. I've been staying away from that internet. I take breaks. I've been having a lot of people. There we go. I've been having a lot of people say, "Man, hey, I'm gonna be off the internet for about a week." I got a friend that's off it altogether. If you want to talk to him, just boom, you're gonna have to call me. Just remember back in the old days when people used to use their phones to call people. Yeah, yeah. Shit, motherfuckers might want to switch back to flip phones and landlines just so they can get some type of normalcy. Because there's too much. I don't want to see everything. I don't need to see everything, you know. And I tell myself that I'm getting off, and I do well. I do real well. I do real well with staying off the phone and not worrying about it, not getting on it. And then my phone secretly, like it's in the CIA or some shit, wants to be like, "Hey, remember me? Hey, remember the things you used to like? Remember your addiction?" Huh? And then just blatantly show it to me front and center, right there in my face. As soon as I just need to make an important call, that's all. But now I see something that catches my eye, and boom, 30 minutes gone. Boom, half hour gone. 30 minutes and a half hour, the same thing. Yeah, I get it, but you get it. Hour and a half, 2 hours gone, just looking at little clips. How many clips can you fit in 30 minutes? So many. There's so many stories I could tell from all these clips that I've watched. Yeah, I no, you're not gonna get me. You're not gonna get me, internet. I'm gonna put you down. I'm gonna put you down like a bad habit, and I'm gonna learn to do other things like read books and such. I probably won't be reading books, but I'm gonna catch up on life. Get back to my writing. It's been difficult. It hasn't been difficult, but my writing has been scattered everywhere. Like little pieces here, little pieces there, which is nice because it's a lot of little pieces that I can eventually go back to. I like jumping back. Into a piece that I've started just to see where my mind was at the time. It's always nice. It's like a journal of that moment, how you was feeling, what you was going through, the things you wanted to write about. I do enjoy hopping back into those moments and being like, oh, this is the direction I was taking. Let's flip this a little bit and let's veer off into this lane and see how that feels. It's not all the time that you want to, when I do hop back in, I want to go the same route that I was going. It's been difficult just because I haven't been able to stick to one type of subject or topic. It's just all over the place. So one thing that I think might be good for this will probably be perfect for another one. And so it's just like, fitting the pieces where they go, the puzzle pieces where they may, it's fun though. It's fun trying to get things together. I would prefer just to think about just that, but there's more than just that I have to think about, because that's me being selfish as a narcissistic entertainer. You gotta calm that down. You always, even though you want this to work, you want this to continue, you do what you can to make it work and continue. The consistency is there, but still, you gotta make sure your family's happy, man. I don't know. I've heard too many stories about people growing up. Oh, daddy wasn't there to take me to the fair. Daddy was, yeah. So I don't want to be that dad. I definitely don't want to be that guy. You gotta be. You have to be a jack of all trades. Basically, when it comes to this life situation, you got to be able to life it all out, life 360. Be able to do everything. Mom, dad, Mr. Nanny, all that. The ill now, every keep it up. You're gonna have to continue to be consistent on every aspect of life. If you want to be, I can't say happy because that won't keep you happy, but sane, instead of just going through the motions, this is what life is. Get in a routine. Routines are helpful. You probably should get you a schedule. Especially if you're bad with scheduling and planning and being on time with certain things, scheduling is very helpful, especially for somebody like me with an ADHD. If I can go ahead and program something just to go ahead and tell me that, hey, this is when this is going to happen, do that. Thank you. I'm going to continue that shit. But it's just, sometimes I don't want to. Sometimes I'm just like, okay, I'm going to remember. And then it's not as of importance. And it should be. It should be. This is your gig. Like, why would you not treat it as if it's a job? But the way I treat my job, since I've been doing it for so long, is just the way I treat these gigs, as if, I don't give two fucks about them. I do, but it's not as if, I need to pay attention to it like it's my child. So, but the gigs that I do get that are here and there, I appreciate them. I enjoy them, and I do my best for them. This Sunday, 29th, African American Heritage Museum. I'll be there with Chief Ikena and Fortune Anuali, and he's gonna be putting on his Father's Day show, and I'll be there performing. So definitely come check me out. Even though I'm not out in these streets like I used to, I'm getting older. So, but I still do my thing. I'm working on this residency. You can speak it into existence. That would be nice. But I'm still doing my thing. So, if you do want to come check a motherfucker out, this pen don't stop. And it will never stop. If it does stop, then it's going to be a problem. It's going to be something wrong. But at what point should it stop? Should it stop? These are the questions as an artist and entertainer that you ask yourself. And when you look at it, it doesn't have to. It will never stop, especially if you've gained your fan base and you've garnered a following to where the people will always be there, always be looking for you. Like Frank Ocean. Frank Ocean went out. And certain people were like, the whole little scandal when it was a bad thing to be gay at one point, when people were like, oh, he's gay, he's a gay singer, yada yada yada, I ain't gonna listen to your music no more. But before you knew that, he made great music. Like, he still makes great music. Just because he's gay now, you don't want to listen to it. Just like Lil Nas X, like, everybody was on his shit till it was like, oh, he's gay, and it's like, but you ain't gonna like it though? It's still pretty good. The songs are still pretty good. Even though, you're gonna throw a lot of gay stuff at it. That's fine. Do your thing, man. Artists be artists. Let artists do what artists do. And I'll be wondering, people be looking for you. People be, where's Moray? Y'all remember Moray? The quicksand. Remember the quicksand guy? Ooh, the big, chunky, fluffy looking dude. You'd probably get him mixed up with Mo 3. Moray. Yeah, Moray's still out there. He is angry. He has another album out and everything. It's a great album. It is a great album. I mean, he's still doing the Moray thing, but you knew he had an album coming out? Anybody, the name of the album and everything? It's a good album. But, when you make it into the industry and they see that you have that thing that can make them more money, they try to exploit your ass. And that's what they was doing. Boom. Go make these records, monkey, and make my money. It's like, God damn. And you're just another number. Expendable. Now you're there. Now you just gotta be consistent with your fans, because your fans are here. We're here listening. We're waiting. Give us more. But you're just not going to be in the limelight anymore because the industry don't care for you. You got mad and you said shit online. Hey, I feel you. Do your thing. I would have did the same thing. Maybe. I don't know. It's difficult in this industry. And it's like, what would I do when things do pop off? And it's like, do I want it? Do you want it? How bad do you want it if you do? I ain't gonna sell my soul to do it. I tell you that. I tell you what, I ain't gonna sell it. This nigga ain't gonna sell a soul to go ahead and try to make some of them. So, Nah, I'm gonna be genuine. Gotta be myself. I can only be myself. Like, why would I be something else? I bring this up way too many times, but it is true. I don't want to be like you. I don't want to be like these. Do you need to be validated? Do you need validation to say that you're nice? Certain validations are good. I mean, yeah, I guess you would say that a validation is, like a blue check mark on your Instagram. You need to be validated that you are that person. I am him. My validation speaks for itself, But that validation is hot. So many people are looking for validation. What's going to make my validation come before your validation? Because am I better? Like, how can I be validated before you? How do I stand out? Yeah, I need to stand out. I don't want to be like everybody else. But if you do stand out, will you stand out too much to where people will be like, I don't want that? There's something for everybody in this world, and it's just like you got to find it. But what breaks you through the barrier? It feels like there's a barrier that there's a little hymen that you got to break through just so you can be the best person in your life. And it's hard to do that because you don't know what the type of pressure that it's going to take to actually bust open through this hymen. This journey is something else. I don't know how long, or who's been following since the beginning. I'm pretty sure no one. And well, my family probably. My mama just got on this, so hey, ma. Yeah. So hopefully she is able to get to see eventually. Old folks catch up when they catch up. Yeah, my daddy, he's being more diligent with just because I am more prominent online and to see more of me. I guess it would be crazy just to be like, man, my son's all over the internet, because internet came around in our lifetimes and now a nigga is all over it. Not like, I'm all on Netflix and shit and waiting for an HBO special. No, nothing like that. But in a sense to where it's like, I'm doing a lot more than most, than most of the people that they can fathom, that they can think about. My cousin, she does well. She does well online, but it's just like, until you get your fans, who you doing this for? It's for yourself. But when you do get your fans, who are you still doing this for? It's still for self, to gratify the feeling inside. And it seems like I've gotten so deep into this entertainment that at some point there is no stopping. You don't want to stop. There's nothing. This is something that just because eventually you want to know what it can be in the outcome. I got my Snoopy coffee mug, and I probably shouldn't be drinking coffee right now, but this is what gave me the brain power to come in and be like, rattle this off to him. And I had things written down, but, it's a black-owned coffee. I forget the name of it, but it's delicious. And I do enjoy it. It's got some coffee grounds that are really ground up. They're not big granules. They're like fine grain coffee. And it's just, this is the first time I've had it. It's smooth. Makes it real smooth. Somebody said if you put a little salt, or put a little pinch of salt on your tongue or something like that, it brings out the notes inside the coffee. You can taste it better. Why did I bring it up? I don't know. I just found that pretty interesting. And, fun facts are always nice. Fun fact. I think back then, you can't be like fun fact and be like, I think. It's not a fact anymore. It's just an opinion, Kyle. Anyway, back then, we were more active. I'm pretty sure kids were a lot more active back then. I mean, around this time, you had Pokemon Go and shit. Not around this time, but, in the newer age, you had Pokemon Go, which had kids being a little more active. Michelle Obama had kids being a little more active. But back in the day, like the 90s to the 95s, 99, we're going to party like it's 1999. It's 99, 2000. Man, we had fun back then. Motherfuckers used to do things. People used to be active. Be active. You had to get active. We had toys that made you get active. Super Soakers, an original Super Soaker. If you got caught in a Super Soaker, if you got caught in the eye with an original Super Soaker, the Super Soaker 100s, it'll put an eye out. It'll put an eye out, or it'll give you at least 5 brain-eating amoebas. And, that's just childhood. That was childhood in the 90s. That was a good time. A great time. We had to get active. I remember making ramps from boards in milk crates, and we jumping these things with some rollerblades on, rollerblades with the stoppers on the back. We thought we were daredevils, so we took the stoppers off the back. What? You don't want no parts of this. The air up there? Come on. We doing skate races all through the hood. You ain't catching us. We were so good. Moon shoes? Y'all remember moon shoes? How many people remember moon shoes? Not everybody has some moon shoes. Moon shoes, you had to get active. Shoes that you put on your feet make you feel like you was jumping on the moon. Motherfucking moon shoes. There's basically just some platforms with like a little base around it that basically they were just individual trampolines for your shoes. And yeah, I mean, you couldn't run in them. It wasn't the use of moon shoes would get played with for about a few hours. You get to hang of it, you roll an ankle or some stupid shit, one of the bands pop, and then you realize you can use these bands for a pretty good slingshot. They were pretty strong bands. Yeah. Moon shoes. Virtual Boy? Who has a Virtual Boy? I'm pretty sure Virtual Boy is so retro that not many people have them. But also, I think Virtual Boy gave you eye cancer and a mouth disease or something like that. The Virtual Boy was terrible terrible just to be looking into something like that, hunched over. It's automatic aneurysm for playing Virtual Boy. Virtual Boy was amazing. You know what I seen in Walmart lately? They brought Skippets back. Motherfucking Skippets. Hell yeah. Skip it. There's a counter on that ball. So try to beat your very best score. Try to skip it a whole lot more. Skip it. Skip it. From Milton Bradley or something like that. But I don't know who makes them now. But they got the counter back. Get these kids back outside, man. That's the only way. It's the only way you're going to get these kids outside. If you give them a real Roblox, give them some Roblox to go ahead and buy real toys. Real toys that get shipped to them. If they get Roblox online and then they go to a Roblox store online and get actual shit, you can get real. If you can get real shit, I would get into it. Like real shit that gets shipped to my house from me getting money in this game and playing this game. If I could buy me a Skip It with Roblox, the fuck out my face. You got you another gamer. You got you another subscriber to motherfucking Roblox. I'm playing. All right. But I remember when I went to Sylvan's Learning Center because my parents thought I had a learning disability. I guess ADHD would be a learning. It's a disorder. Couldn't keep still. Didn't give a fuck for class. Did really good in school though, but I just never studied. Didn't care to read or anything like that. But I went to Sylvan's. Did exceptionally well in Sylvan's. Yeah, but being there, discipline. It showed me I had discipline. I've always had discipline. I'll be able to work for something that I want. I remember I saved up on layaway to get me some K2 inline aggressive skates. Yeah, bought my own skates. They were very expensive. Some aggressive inline. I thought I was going to be an aggressive inline skater and go to the X Games and shit. Be a boot scooter, one of those. Yeah. Working at Sylvan's, not working at Sylvan's, but going to Sylvan's learning, I was able to buy me some big shit because I'd save up. You do your lessons, and then you save up the tokens, and you can buy some toys from the wall. I'd always want to save up my tokens so I could buy the big toy, stunt kite. I've always wanted a stunt kite. Stunt kites were amazing. Still want to get a stunt kite to this day. I still haven't got my stunt kite yet. That kite that I got from Sylvan's, I opened it up and never played with it. I never played with that kite. And now I have a son and I will show him all the tricks on a stunt kite. And I ain't even played with a stunt kite long enough to know many tricks on a stunt kite. Besides loop-de-loo. That's it. It's just the difference is you with a stunt kite, you just I got more than one string. And you can do things like this, fucking the Trump dance, and you'll see it. It's amazing. It's amazing. Spinning tops. What? We were outside in the 90s. Nigga ball in the street. Oh, call time. Come on. Foot race. Light pole. Who has had a good light pole foot race? You in the hood. You know how many kids taking their shoes off and running in some socks? Terrible friction in some socks. I'll burn the fuck out you. You let me take my shoes off, though. I miss a good foot race. Foot races with a shit, Dirt bike city. Everybody got bicycles. No, they have that down here. Okay. I just wondered, to get up and ride. People that could go ride bike. That's cool. That's one of the fun things. I'm saying, hey, keep that up. They got the skate clubs around here too. I'm not sure about these streets though. You need to change your wheels to be riding on these streets. You just could be skating around all day. But hey, keep it up, Houston. Keep it up. There's certain things that I hate about you, but there's certain things it's like, it's part of the culture. Come on. I love it. And that the coffee is definitely set in. And I probably should be hitting the bed pretty soon. But hey, who likes to accomplish things before they go? I like to make sure that my day is completely accomplished before I hit the hay. Before I go to sleep. And it's not a good thing. That is not a good thing at all. I just the way my brain works is like I need this to happen before I can get out of here and before I can finish. And I don't mean to be here for this long. I told myself 25 minutes. And it's it's more than that. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So it's like I'm a definitely be keeping it up. You got to keep it up somehow. You got to keep this up somehow. And nobody's going to tell me this is what you should do. This is what you shouldn't do. I don't know. I'm just trying to be as helpful as possible, but also being silly at the same time. But also giving you a piece of my personality, just because I'm slightly autistic when I'm going outside. And here goes another person that's coming online calling themselves autistic. I don't know, it's better than retarded, right? So you're coming on here talking about this, talking about that. When I go around people, I can't look nobody in the eye. I can look my camera in the eye. But when it comes to like other people now, it's the uncomfortable, especially with family. Sometimes I just get into that mode to where I am done. I am physically done with all people, and I just like I zone out. I disassociate. I'm like, yeah, okay, sure, yeah. If you want, we can go wherever you need to. And this person's probably like right there. But me, I'm here. I'm here with my eyes, just because it's like, this makes me feel comfortable. I don't want to feel the expressions on your face when I see the expressions on your face. So I'm never going to know how you're feeling after I tell you what I tell you. So blah, 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 blah. I'm out. Toodles. Weird. Life is weird. Life is strange. I can't wait for King of the Hill to come back out. I'll be all over the place. I get it. But you be here for me to be all over the place. And you get it, I mean, baby, understand, work is work, and I gotta do what I gotta do. But eventually, I'm gonna have some more people. The lineup that I got is just crazy, but the time that I have, it is insane. I have none. I don't have any time really to say that I'm doing this, and I had 2 hours of sleep last night. 2 hours of sleep, then had to get up and go to work for 6 o'clock in the morning on a Sunday. Yeah. go move some heavy shit, use my muscles, and I don't even work out no more. It's just like this is what I do though. We go out and we use these muscles all day, 8 hours, 10 hours, 12 hours, 12 hour days, 12 hour days. There you go, till it get done, because we behind. This is what I got to do. This is what I do. This is my job. This is what I go through just so I can support my artistry. Yeah, and my family. Family first, artistry second. It ain't a hobby. It's not anymore. I've been doing it way too long to say that it's just a hobby. I make money from it, but just like whittling, though, if you what considers something to not be a hobby anymore? When you do make money from it, can it still be a hobby if you do make money? I don't know. The Mojave Desert. How's that feel? Does everybody get that? Did I say it right? Doesn't matter. I've had too much responsibility at work, and I think this is what's bogging me down some too. I don't care for the responsibility. October is approaching, and if anybody wants to go sober with me, I'm starting in September. So, yeah, just a refreshing month, just to preemptively get it ready for that October, and then just boom, I'll clean October. And then usually after that happens, I forget what it's like to smoke and get nervous about going to smoke again. Yeah, you get extremely high. You get too high. You don't even get too high. You get 4 high. That's high. It's way too high. I don't need to be that high. If you gonna get that high, you need to be that high in the sanctity of your own home. Don't need to be other places. Not like that. Not like that. Not at this age. Told myself to stop drinking that. Gotta keep your wits about you. Come on, baby. Gotta keep your wits about you. I don't know. I've been really itching to play Prince of Persia. It's a very fun game. No reason they have brought that up, but this is what's on my mind at the moment. This Prince of Persia game is a motherfucker, and it's great. And it's a real Persia guy, not this time, and not Jake Gyllenhaal. And so, you get it. We're not going to try to appropriate this time. Oh, man. I guess before I get out of here, I did want to mention this just because it's like this has... How often will you see one? I don't know, but this is it's kind of like vanished from out of sight, like kind of like Bigfoot. People said they have seen it. Allegedly, they said they seen it, but you don't see it anymore. And this is probably a real stretch, a real reach out there to go with this little bit. But when's the last time you seen an Audi belly button? An Audi belly button still existing? Is there an existence of Audi belly buttons? And also, have you ever seen an Audi belly button on a white person before? Only seen Audi belly buttons on niggas. I ain't never seen an Audi belly button on a white person before. I don't even know what it would look like for a white person to have a unnormal belly button. Like a herniated belly button. One of them belly buttons that look like tapir noses. You ever seen one of those type of belly buttons? Ones that kind of stick out a little bit. Like an uncircumcised pee-pee. Yeah. Audi belly, that's only comes from nigga kids. That only comes from nigga kids. Or the nice, perfect, round Diglett belly button. That Audi belly button that look like a Diglett head. Yeah. Fucking Diglett and Doe Trio. Yeah. I haven't seen an Audi belly, but shit, when the last time have I been out and seen bellies? I've seen bellies lately. I've seen some bellies lately. Back then, in the 90s, when people were outside playing, having a good time, you saw a lot of Audi belly buttons back then. Nowadays, I don't see too many Audi belly buttons. I see a lot of corrected belly. My brother calls them Venetian blinds when after women get pregnant and they have the wrinkles, like a Sharpay face. I don't mind that either. I like to go ahead and fold it and use it as origami paper. Lick it and roll my blunts with it. That extra skin don't mind us, baby. Don't. We don't care about it. We love it. Just yeah. I haven't seen a outie belly button. Wow. How many people have fetishes for outie belly buttons? That's an outie. Usually you'd wanna play the filler up game right there. Just see how much you can put in the belly button. But if there's an outie belly button, what are you filling up? You're not filling up anything. You're icing the snow caps. Ha ha. Where am I at? I don't know. I'm way too far ahead. And I've had this coffee. And I shouldn't have. But it's nice. One of the new poems that I'm writing is uh Big Bag Becky. Big Bag Becky. That's not the name of it, but it's about a friend that likes to he's a small man but likes big women. Like them biggins. Lizzo's and larger. Likes them a biggin. And yeah. Hopefully I can make it as silly as what I'm thinking in my head, but also not as offensive to larger people. I don't know. Where's the line at? Can't make porkies no more. So, uh, I wrote a poem called Vatos Lo Cucarachas, and my friend's like, man, it's kind of insensitive, Kyle. You can't be just talking about Mexican people or Hispanics and calling them roaches at the same time. And it's like, damn it, I didn't think about that like that. I was just writing, and it's what came out. So, I mean, the shit sounds silly, but also I do want to think of people's feelings as well. And I'm not trying to make fun of nobody or anything like that. Not in that sense, But it just seemed like to have some the way the iambic pentameter of the rhyme scheme. The way it went, it just like Vatos Lucucarachas was it just the way it rolled off the tongue. I was like, yeah, I like this. Like some luchador wrestling roaches. But that's not cool. It's an asshole move and it's like low hanging fruit, I guess. But I'm clever with it. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it does. Yeah. I still have a poem about my piss getting stuck. So there's the silliness is there, but it's just like, yeah, how silly do you want to get? I remember when Ali Sadiq had his opener on stage, and his last 5 to 7 minutes was talking about penises. And Ali was like, man, I don't know where that came from. This like, man, he talking about these. I don't talk about stuff like that. And it's like, but how often, man? It's like your third show today. How many times you said this tonight? Yeah, but they were really good penis jokes, really good. So hey, it is what it is. And at this moment, if I were to describe uh, my feelings at the time, I'm feeling less overwhelmed, but also my eyes are heavy. My eyelids, they're very heavy at the moment. And it's like it feels like I've accomplished what I've needed to accomplish today. Um I probably should edit and all that, but it's not gonna happen tonight. And I do appreciate people for sticking around and showing love and all that. You know, it's you basically what motivates me. Besides my family and loved ones, they really motivate me. They set the fire up under my ass. Be like, you got this, pimpin'. And I'm like, yeah, I got it. You think so? And so, yeah, just as long as I keep doing my thing and not not try to think about future endeavors, as long as you keep doing you, that slow process, that slow build, slow and steady wins the race. the grasshoppers and the ants. Just all those parables that can help for this type of situation. And I did good. I did good today. I'm gonna tell my mama that I did good today. And I covered things that, I didn't expect. But I did. My house has wooden floors, so certain places where you walk, depending on where you are in the house, you can tell exactly where that person is at. Yeah. Strange music. All right, everybody. This is me being delirious, and I don't need to take up any more of anyone else's time besides mine. I'm just taking up my time. It's probably not taking up your time because you're probably listening to this at a point in time where you have time to even talk about time. So please do enjoy. Please come back, like, share, subscribe, all that. Tell somebody to tell somebody, man. That's what gets me to these dances. And go be productive, go write, open the book, be creative, be an artist, chase that dream, don't give up, be consistent. You got this. People love you. You gonna win, man. Till next time. This has been Tell Me a Joke, the guy that chasing the dream. I've been your host of Maniacal, Menace. Smith. Say the whole thing like a pimp named Slickback. And until next time, keep dreaming, jokers. Woohoo!